Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. It's Paulie, Esther here, and today we're going to talk about the Dead by Daylight teaser for Chapter 30. You'll remember that Stranger Things returned yesterday on Stranger Things Day, and there was some question surrounding whether or not this was going to affect whether or not we're going to get a new chapter. And Eric Pope, you'll remember him as our community director. He was on the anniversary live stream and the Haunted by Daylight live stream as well. On his Twitter, he said, P.S. this week is only starting, and he referenced this comment here from the FAQ that asked, does this replace the next chapter, which is normally revealed around this time? Stranger Things returning to Dead by Daylight does not replace any of the content that is currently planned. And alongside of that tweet, some people had some interactions with him, where Gorgira said, Mr. Pope, please, I'll pay you money. Is the teaser tomorrow? And Eric replied with, what does your heart tell you? And then someone responded to that, which blew my mind, with this follow your heart quote from Saw with John Kramer's I Want to Play a Game on the tape, Follow Your Heart, where they had to dig the key out of the toilet that had the poop heart on the toilet tank. And you'll remember that Dead by Daylight has been doing a lot of Saw tweets lately. So I thought, oh, is it really something that has to do with Saw? And then, you know, with the what does your heart tell you, some other people chimed in with some things, and, you know, they may or may not have been, anyway. So I also said, the heart of Vecna. This is a thing that has to do with Dungeons and Dragons. Vecna the Lich. The heart of Vecna is an artifact in Dungeons and Dragons. What does your heart tell you? The heart of Vecna. But it seems like all of this was leading in the wrong direction, as much as I really like this follow your heart, Saw connection here, because then today Dead by Daylight put out this teaser here with these eyes, and it says learn more on November the 8th, and it has some alternate descriptive text here that says, image description, a rack of knives is hung on the wall and one knife appears to have been removed recently. So this sent everybody into a tizzy with a lot of different theories. Everybody said, well, that's Michael Myers' knife, isn't it? And then they were wondering if we were getting like a new Michael. I think if it was a Michael rework, they would have told us in the patch notes, not sure. So then people surmised that perhaps we were getting a different Michael, the 2018 mature new trilogy Michael. And then people said, well, why wouldn't you just give us new Michael as a legendary skin? Why would it be an entirely different character? And that would be because the license holder is split on this. There's a license holder for the original Halloween movie, and there's a Blumhouse owns the new trilogy is the license holder, so they don't have same ownership. So you probably would never get a legendary mature Michael skin on the original Halloween chapter. It would have to be another chapter. So there was some people questioning about whether or not this would be Myers, and they said that's why it's missing, because it's like being redone. This is the clue. And I wasn't sure how to feel about this. Like, I kind of feel like as much as I want mature Michael Myers, it would split the fan base to have two different Myers going around, and it would be kind of a been there, done that. Although, you know, Michael does fit those categories of what they told us on the anniversary stream, that this second licensed chapter that's coming, going to be revealed tomorrow in the PTB, would be iconic, licensed with a capital L. So Michael Myers definitely fits that bill, but I think it's kind of a been there, done that as far as this. I do believe that, you know, the original Michael could use some sprucing up and a rework, but that's a discussion for another time. So then I saw other people say, well, what else could this be? And they went through some other candidates. I saw SpringTrap proposed as this is the knife that SpringTrap's seen with this blade wipe, that it could be SpringTrap for the Five Nights at Freddy's fans. I also saw people suggest that it was Patrick Bateman from American Psycho, and also they said it was Norman Bates from regular Psycho, and they're trying to, you know, match up the knives here. And then one of the final theories that I saw was that it could be Chucky from Child's Play. And this seems to be the prevailing theory of the day. Now, there was some people who said, well, the knife doesn't match. This isn't his voodoo knife. But Chucky, throughout all of his movies and TV series, he's very opportunistic. and indiscriminate about his weapon of choice. He'll take anything that is available from, a bucket of water on the ground to a ruler, yardstick, a dishwasher. Chucky can make lots of things lethal, and he's like a little klepto for anything that he sees that he can use at his disposal as a weapon. By the way, if you don't know, these are the other original killers in Dead by Daylight's knives. So this is the Trickster's knife, this is the Clown's knife, and this is the Legion's knife. And we just have the shadow of the missing knife here. And to further sell the theory that this is Chucky, if you pan down, you see something down here, and while it isn't 100%, it is obscure a little bit. It isn't 100% sure what this can be. Some people have suggested that this is a stool, and I don't think I can argue with that looking at this. And who would need a stool to climb up, to reach the knife, to take it? Well, that would be Chucky. And in fact, if you look at this still from the movie Curse of Chucky, it has a very similar magnet board in the kitchen with knives stuck to it. And they show you in that movie that there's one missing. Typically in a lot of Chucky's things that they show you that there are knives missing at some point, because you know that Klepto Chucky has got his hands on something, and it's going to come into play in the future. I also saw some people suggest Art the Clown from Terrifier, and he has a third movie coming up soon. But I don't think Art qualifies as, remember, we're looking for the license with a capital L, big license that is iconic, and I don't think Art is there yet. So for me, it boils down to these other theories. Norman Bates from Psycho is iconic for sure, but I don't know if a lot of people are asking for that right now. 5 years ago, I used to get a lot of requests for that, but I don't see that as much anymore when people are asked what licenses they want. So maybe because that TV show has ended, it's kind of out of the mind's eye here. So for me, it boils down to these two theories on whether or not it's a new Michael Myers or Chucky. And if I have to pick one or the other, I think that I really have to go with the Chucky theory, just based on the stool here, because it seems to me like it could legitimately be a stool, and it's put there purposely as a clue. So I think it's going to be Chucky from Child's Play. So if it is Chucky, much like I described the split license holders for Halloween, Michael Myers being owned by two distinct different license holders, depending on which version it is, we have the same issue with Chucky and Child's Play. There's a movie studio that owns Child's Play, and they recently rebooted Child's Play as a gone wrong AI robot versus the Chucky that Don Mancini owns, which is serial killer Charles Lee Ray has put his body into this doll. Two very different ideas. And I don't know anybody who prefers the AI robot, even though I believe it was voiced by Mark Hamill. I don't know anybody who prefers the AI robot idea. Everybody likes the Charles Lee Ray Don Mancini idea. So if they are getting Chucky, I hope that that's the one that they get. Chucky uses voodoo. That's another thing about people who are like, oh, Chucky wouldn't work. He's too small. He won't be able to do anything. Chucky uses voodoo, right? So he used voodoo to get into the doll. He can use voodoo for different powers. So he could maybe use a little voodoo spell to carry survivors to the hook. Oh, and one last thing to circle back to Eric's comment about the what does your heart tell you? You can actually tie this back to Chucky, because part of Chucky's voodoo has to do with this amulet here that is called the Heart of Damballa. The Heart of Damballa is a symbolic antique amulet named after the voodoo sky god Damballa, and it's featured in the Child's Play movie series. It is used in ritual magic, even while chanting the forbidden prayer to call forth the power of Damballa. The Heart of Damballa is a rhomboidal, square-shaped necklace with a ruby gem embedded in it. Also, in Bride of Chucky, the color of the talisman was platinum, while in Seed of Chucky, it was bronze color. Also, as shown in Seed of Chucky, there was a metallic slab on the back of the amulet with an inscription that reads, Ade Due Damballa, and awake! I'm sorry if I got the pronunciation wrong. It's been a while since I've seen those Chucky movies. This talisman first made its appearance in Bride of Chucky, and it reappeared the last time in Seed of Chucky, though it is well known that the chant which calls Damballa's name is used by Chucky numerous times using his knowledge of voodooism, and is able to transfer spirits into different living vessels with or without the amulet, which perfects and strengthens the soul transferring magic. Tiffany, Chucky's lover and partner in crime, later used the Heart of Damballa to finally fulfill her own dream of becoming her favorite actress, Jennifer Tilly, after their child Glenn used the amulet to revive his long-lost parents from the dead in Seed of Chucky. So you can definitely, I don't know if this is just an off-the-cuff remark, like a colloquial speak here, or if there was some extra meaning to this heart comment that Eric put out there. It'd just be totally coincidental, but you can definitely connect the Heart of Damballa for Chucky to this heart comment here. But we won't have long to wait and see. I have wanted a Chucky in Dead by Daylight for a long time. I think he fits the bill here as iconic and licensed with a capital L. So for me, it just teeters between this idea of a different Myers or Chucky. Those are the two that are really the only ones that are on the board. Forget about Predator. But again, I think all of these extra little things tip the scales for Chucky between the stool and the heart for the Heart of Damballa. And remember, I predicted this over a year ago with the Dredge skin here, with Chucky on the arm of the Dredge, that this might have been coming. So we're going to find out tomorrow. I will be live streaming the content and we will see together. Yeah, and that's all I have for you today. Let me know what you think about all this. I'm very curious to see what your thoughts are on this. Is there anything that I missed that you want to let me know about? Yeah, love to hear your thoughts on it. As always, I appreciate the time you spend here with me on my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as it helps the channel a ton. Don't forget to take care of each other in and out of the fog, and we will see you next time. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.
It's a Gen Rush life for us. It's a Gen Rush life for us. Set a hiding, we do gens. Set a randoms, we got friends. It's a Gen Rush life.